Jessica right behind us. Riders are still finishing the Unbound Gravel. We just saw the top women come in, led by Sofia Gomez Villafane, who built up a lead. The last time I saw her when I was on course was at the first checkpoint. She had already accumulated 10 minutes over the chasing women, 80 miles into the race. She went early and she held it all the way to the line.
Yeah, I just got done talking to Lauren Dickersheno, and she said once the race started, she never saw Sofia again. And from all the women that I talked to today that finished in the top 5, there was no women's racing. They were all on their own, doing their own thing.
Yeah, and I think that Sofia really utilized the tactics on the day the best. I saw her rolling with groups of men. She was coaching groups of men early on, saying, let's work together, let's keep it going, because she knows that's the game. She just has to get in the fastest group that she can find and make sure that they keep the pace up. And she executed that strategy to absolute perfection. You know, provisional results behind us have Lauren Dickersheno, the defending champion, in second place, ahead of Emily Newsom and Whitney Allison. Whitney getting some redemption after, you know, she just tumbled down the standings last year. So still not the result that Whitney wanted, but a solid showing and one that she desperately wanted after last year.
Yeah, and it was a tough day out there. I mean, we're standing here baking in the sun now, but when we started this morning, a balmy 60 degrees, the riders went through everything. I mean, you take a look at some of the finishers of the men's 200, and they are covered completely in head to toe mud. Like when I started interviewing the first few men finishers, I literally had to wash their number plate off to figure out who they were because they were so covered in grime from riding in this race. Riders went through hell, and you know, every rider I spoke to, from our winner, Ivar Slik, he came to America to clean house, and yes, he did. He had a nice win over defending Lifetime Grand Prix first place Keegan Swinson, and third place, friend of Flo, Ian Boswell. What a great showing in the men's race today.
Yeah, the riders, they went through a journey. The weather, it was beautiful in the morning. A massive storm blew in the middle of the race, turned a lot of roads to just mud pits. Extremely challenging. You know, I would say third quarter of Unbound Gravel, and then they finished in the sun. Again, Eva, the Dutch came, the Dutch dominated. He was joined by countryman Lawrence ten Dam in this leading group of 5 in the men's race. And they powered away. I've got to say, honorable mentions to Alexei Vermeulen, who fought. He was dropped. He fought his way back into the group. He did not quite have the legs against Eva in the finish. Ian Boswell in third. And like you said, forget about Paris-Roubaix. You thought that the images after dirty Paris-Roubaix was epic. I could hardly see Lawrence ten Dam when I was standing a foot away from him, and I'm like trying to like pick out his facial features. Just epic conditions at the finish here.
Yeah, well, that is a wrap on the Unbound 200. Of course, we're going to have finishers all night here in the 100, in the 200, and in the 350. We did see 350 racers passing those Unbound 200 finishers during the race, and of course, they'll be going all the way through the night up until about 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a scene. It's going to keep going. We're going to go cheer on some of our friends who are still out there finishing. We'll see you at the next one.
See ya.